Hey everybody, and yeah, I'm reacting to Mega Man 1 review by the wrong people, you can see right here. And 230 subscribers, good.
In 1987, Capcom made a Mega Man. The world was forever changed.
Scatman's World.
Yes, Mega Man 1. Known for goofy box art and wait.
For his neutral special, he wields a...
But yeah, it's now 2025, and while I made some good reviews last year, like the Kirby review in Super Mario Bros., the Action 52 review, they were good
That was a long one to react to.
reviews and all, but I'm kind of going to take game reviewing a bit more seriously now.
You better.
So now I'm finally ready to talk about the first 3 Mega Man games on the NES. Development and history. Okay, so there was this company called Capcom, and they had already had some relevance with their popular and also pretty infamously hard Ghosts and Goblins on the arcade and NES. But Capcom wanted a new mascot exclusive to consoles. This new character created was called the Rainbow Battle Kid. Yeah, you should probably change that.
Yeah, they better change. No, no. But why did I pause it and why did I show off my knife?
The final character was named Rockman, which was the title of the game in Japan. But in America and Europe, he was given a new
A flippin' iPod.
name of Mega Man. Also, for some reason, the American box art looks fucking stupid, but it's so bad it's funny. Like how do you fuck up this badly? European box art looks like this, I guess.
Better.
Personal history isn't that deep. One random day in 2024, I just decided to play this out of boredom. Yeah, I then live streamed it. That live stream was bad.
I watched that live stream.
Let's just say this is why I don't do live streams anymore. I was originally making this script back in May of 2024. Yes, right after the Dr. Mario video, which notably aged like milk. However, that was before I got this Chromebook, so I was using my school Chromebook, which, since I made the Dr. Mario review like right at the end of the year, I didn't really have any time to actually make any more reviews. But when I got my own personal Chromebook after emulating Mega Man
like me
1 for a few minutes, what a coincidence, I then just opened up Google Docs and just started writing what would eventually become the Super Mario Bros. Review. Then in the fall of 2024, I've then slowly edited the script to a Mega Man review, while the Tetris, Kirby, and Action 52 reviews were being made. Well, now I have a copy of the first 3 Mega Man games, and now, here we are with the actual review being actually fucking made. So yeah, this review took like around 8 months. Holy shit. Mega Man 1 is the first game in the series and damn well feels like it. It doesn't even have title screen music. First of all, the stage select screen, the men use their sprites instead of portraits, and the background is plain blue. No cool pattern like in later games. Oh yeah, there's only 6 robot masters instead of 8. Also, selecting a robot you want to be is kinda clunky. Instead of it being a free grid to go up and down and all around, instead it has a circle rotation. Yes, pressing right goes clockwise and the left goes the opposite. Pressing up and down does nothing. Now, let's go through the game in the order I played it in. The plot. So in this city called Monsteropolis, there were these two lab partners named Dr. Wily and Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright then makes these 9 robots. One of them is a prototype robot, which we won't see until later. 2 of these are lab partners called Rock and Roll. He also made 6 robots to help out the city: Cutman, Fireman, Iceman, Gutsman, Electman, and Bombman. Then Dr. Wily kidnaps these 6 robots and make them fight for evil. Dr. Wright then turns Rock into a fighting robot. People shooting lemons and straightforward. Only straightforward. I have no idea if this is how the devs intended it.
I see he's been using that tripod I gave him. Yes, I gave this man a tripod.
For it to be, or if this was just because they couldn't implement different directions. The newly transformed Mega Man then sets out to defeat the 6 robots in Dr. Wily. Oh, and that role character, she does jack shit. Plot gets a 9 out of 10. It sets up the plot and story of the series pretty well. Graphics. Okay, graphics. First, let's talk about the sprites. These all look pretty good, and all of these have their own outlines, which make these stand out, especially compared to other games at the time, like Zelda, Metroid, or Super Mario Bros. Environments look bland as hell, though. None of them look too interesting, and the walls and platforms just look like a mess using a certain color. Also, why is Iceman stage the only stage with clouds in the background? Every other background just uses a solid color, and while some backgrounds try to do something, they all just end up uninteresting. Also, Cutsman's stage just looks like a prison that got blown up with these gray parts in the background that have jail bars. Graphics is a 5.5 out of 10. They're alright, very basic though. Presentation gives a 6 out of 10. Game presents itself alright, like with the Robot Master selection, the weapon menu, and then the score on the top. It's alright, but not the best. Music. Cutman's stage is pretty catchy, and Fireman's stage is also pretty good. Electman and Bombman's stages are both pretty forgettable and just kind of just happy little tunes that just... I mean, they're alright songs, just kind of forgettable. Gutsman's stage is alright, and I like the long held down notes. Iceman's stage is just kind of annoying with some...
From the roller creeper as... Bleh. Hang on. This is gonna be in the video forever. My goodness. Seriously, at the same time I'm reacting to your thing, you had to heart my comment? My goodness.
Some parts of it. The first Wily stage theme is actually a pretty good song, but Wily 2 is just kind of forgettable. Music gets a 7 out of 10. It's good, but not the best. Gameplay. This game has you jumping and shooting enemies which can drop ammo or health, which can be big or small. There's also these balls that you can collect, though these are just for bonus points at the end of the stage. The main goal of the game is you start with the 6 Robot Master stages, which each have a boss at the end in which you beat them to collect their respective circle thing. Some bosses are weak to the others' weapons, but you kind of have to find out who is weak to who. But once you find out, you can make a pretty good weakness order.
After being all 6, you then get the option to go to Dr. Wily's fortress, which consists of 4 levels. Also, I still don't really understand what this cookie thing you get at the end of a level. And yeah, it just doesn't really do anything, because so you just kind of grab it in. I did a thing.
But now I'm going to talk about the actual levels themselves. And I started with Gutsman. Ew. Well, it could be worse. Yet again, your main weapon is called the Mega Buster. The start of this stage is a pain in the dick. You have to jump from these platforms that fall whenever it crosses a piece of wire. The platforms are also awkwardly placed to throw you off, and if you miss the first one, you'll have to wait for so long to come back that I thought they would not even come back and that I was screwed. But patience is stupid, so therefore I barely have any. Again, I made this in May of 2024. The rest of the level is pretty good, minus this one section that kind of requires trial and error, but just go to the middle and you'll be good. There's also this asshole called the Big Eye. The boss is alright, just jump over his blocks and shoot at him. Anyways, I can now chuck blocks at people. Just like in Minecraft.
1 second. And yes, I finally got my copy.
Wait. Guts arm is an alright weapon, but just too situational, as it requires there to be a block to pick up. And if there is no block, the weapon is just kinda useless. Cutman. Cutman's stage is kinda weird. This stage has you jumping on blocks and climbing on ladders. Yeah, this game has boring as hell level design. There is this thing that throws colors at you, but just walk past it. At least the music is good and the boss is pretty easy. It's really easy to get him into a stun lock, or you could just chuck the blocks at him. Cutman's weapon is a boomerang, and it's a decent enough weapon. Electman. Why Electman instead of Electricity Man? I don't know.
Because he was elected president?
I don't like this level at all. This is an annoying vertical level with multiple long ladders, some with these assholes. There's also the magnet beam from this level, which you have to get using Gutsman's ability, or Electman's ability if you decide to replay the stage. And you will need it for the Wily Fortress. Electman is an annoying boss, as electricity can kill you in 3 hits, but the cut boomerang can kill him in 3 hits. The most annoying part of this boss is dying to him, because then you have to do this stupid section right before his boss room again. Electman's ability is pretty good, probably the best one, well, besides one from Mega Man 2, which you probably know which one that is. Yes, that's right, we're talking about item 3.
What is item 3?
You shoot an electric beam upward, forward, and downwards. It's really good. Magnet beam makes a platform in front of you, which is useful for a lot of parts in the game. Iceman. His sprite has a weird mustache and overall looks like a South Park character. Again, I wrote the script in May of 2024. This level is slippery because all ice levels have to be slippery, said some guy I don't care about. This level also has disappearing blocks, but once you understand the pattern, it's not that bad. There's also this section with these things that are annoying. Just use the magnet beam. Moving on. The boss is easy, jumping between the ice projectiles. However, to balance out the boss, the ice slashers do 1/3 of your health. Fireman. I said Fireman. It's a fire level with fire stuff. There are these fire things that come out of the floor that you can freeze and then use as platforms, and this glitch pit that can do that. There's also this section you have to do perfectly if you don't have the magnet beam. Overall, fun level. Boss kind of just spams on me even if I barely shoot at it, so it's kind of just a spam war. Firestorm is alright, but good for bosses. Bomb Man, if you will. Wait. I also don't really have anything to say about this level either. I mean, I guess these things in the background look odd, but yeah, nothing to say. I don't have anything to say about the boss or the weapon you gain from it, because Hyper Bomb is shit. Just don't use it. Now we go to Dr. Wily's fortress. Also, the devs didn't put a space after the period, which bothers me a lot. Also, Wily's spaceship makes this noise and it's really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Wily Stage 1. You see now why I said to get the magnet beam? This level tries to use each of your abilities, but bears in comparison to later Wily fortresses. Then there is this section with these platforms. There's spikes on the floor and the ceiling, and these platform guys can kiss my ass. They move randomly and shoot at you. You can use the magnet beam, but the timing is annoying, and if you walk off without jumping, he falls like a rock. I mean, this also happens with the Guts platforms as well. No wonder they called him Rock Man, because he literally falls like one. Also, the Yellow Devil, which is an annoying boss unless you use this method. Step 1. Annoyingly try to dodge blocks. Step 2. Place select beam on eyeball. Step 3. Go to town on pause button. Step 4. Repeat first 3 steps until boss dies. You could also not use the pause drift and... Wily Stage 2. This stage sucks. It starts with these stupid smiling bastards. Then you fight Cutman, this in the exact same section but with different enemies. Then a refight with Electman, then this damn section again, then avoiding Susie's, then... Wily Stage 3. I actually forgot this level existed until writing this. You just go down this section for a while, then along a hallway with water. Yeah. Bosses uses these Gutsman blocks that you can throw at it, but after you throw them, you can't jump over your boss, so you have to destroy it the first 3 times using the Mega Buster, then chuck the blocks at him. Dr. Wily's Stage 4. We see Dr. Wily's Gutsman action figure collection. Then there's this item called the Yashichi that refills your health, as well as all 6 weapons in the magnet beam. Then there is a boss rush against the remaining robot master refights and then the Wily machine. Also, I'm going to mention that my select button is a bit mushy, so I have to give a shout out to Demontropolis' boss guides for this game. These are really, really helpful, and helped me get through.
Ironically, that man joined the server. Barely today.
From the bosses in this game. These boss guides were actually pretty helpful, especially for Mega Man 1, since the bosses don't actually drop health pickups between them like they do in later Mega Man games. The Wily boss is annoying. He just shoots at you and is kind of annoying to dodge at times, but not too annoying, so you shouldn't have too much trouble beating him. Gameplay gets a 6 out of 10. It's alright, but there's a lot of rough mechanics, and the level design is not the best. Bosses get a 4 out of 10. Some of them are good, others okay, but a lot of them aren't very good. And then he prays to Mega Man like he is a god. Then the ending, with parallax scrolling. In an NES game. Released in released in 1987. Anyways, then there's the ending. It's good enough, but these plants and mountains don't go together very well. Also, Mega Man goes back to being Rock, and then goes home to Dr. Right and Roll. The end. Wait. Then why are there fucking 100 of these damn games? Ending is a 6.5 out of 10. It does an alright job ending the game. In terms of extras and completion, there isn't anything, but at least you can replay the levels after finishing the game, which means fuck you, Guts platforms. Also, you can now fight Gutsman using Super Arm. Well, shit. 4 out of 10. The end result is a 47.5 out of 80, or a 59% score. So, Mega Man 1. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one in high B tier, right next to Dr. Mario and Tetris. Yes, I know about the remake for the PSP, but I currently don't have a PSP.
Well, I do have a PSP. Red SP.
Here, any real way of playing PSP games, and I don't know how to emulate PSP games, because, yeah, uninteresting.
I wonder if I can find those.
Level design, music is decent, but future game
I have a PSP.
soundtracks are far superior to this one. Nothing really makes this one great, but hey, it's the first game in the series. Sure, there may not be E-tanks, but Kirby's Dream Land 1 didn't have copy abilities, Sonic 1 didn't have the spin dash, Mario 1 didn't fucking let you go left, but all of these evolved into some of the best platformers ever made. Same goes here. Hell, Capcom themselves knew this, as they didn't just forget about Mega Man because its first game didn't sell well. They kept going, and going, and going, and going. And then they stopped before Mega Man became as stale as New Super Mario Bros. U. It's sad as well, but that's what happens when you make something. Sure, it might not be great the first time, but then you make it better until you perfect it, then fuck it up, then cash it on nostalgia, then rewrite said nostalgia, and then realize that this video might be outdated if more Sonic games come out after this video. Hell, while writing this freaking script, like, we got Sonic Show Generations, then we got the Sonic movie 3.
That was a good movie.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But overall, Mega Man 1, while rough on its edges and while it has some poor aging elements like the bosses and unbalanced weapons, it's still an enjoyable game and laid out the foundation for future Mega Man games moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, next up is Mega Man 2.
Oh no.
Because why wouldn't Mega Man 2 be next? I mean, to give it credit, like, I didn't talk about Kirby's Adventure Dreamland 2 yet, and I haven't talked about Super Mario Bros. The last levels, or any of the Mario 2s. You know, also, join the Discord if you can.
I'm already on it.